Okay, so Greg, this is worked example 4. There's 2 parts to this one. Greg is standing 70 metres from the base of a building and measures the angle of elevation to the top of the building being 35 degrees. Now we're going to assume that we're doing it from the ground, so we don't have to add his height or anything like that. Julie is standing 40 metres from the base of the building on the other side. Okay, so there's Greg, there's Julie. What we need to do is calculate the height of the building, correct to 2 decimal places. We need to then calculate the angle of elevation of the top of the building that Julie would measure, correct to the nearest degree. What's up?
Just sitting.
Okay. Alright, so what they've done, the first thing, you've got this diagram and there's two triangles. Okay? Having the 2 triangles on there can be a bit confusing. So what would be suggested would be to do this. Draw one separately. Take out Greg's one. This is where Greg is. Greg's just there. So we're going to take out his triangle. Okay? Now, next thing, label the sides. What do we got? Theta. Opposite. Adjacent. Then what ratio are we using?
Is that meant to be G over there?
Yep, that's Greg. Tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. Now we write down what we know. Theta equals theta. Oh no, it doesn't. It equals 35 degrees. Theta equals theta later on. Opposite
I'm sorry.
equals H.
Happy.
Adjacent equals 70. Now we substitute in. Tan of 35 equals H over 70. Then we rearrange it. 70 tan 35 equals H. Then we put it into our calculator. 70 tan 35. We get 01 was it? Thank you very much. Meters. And that's the first part done. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
That's all the same stuff we've always done.
What does that say?
Okay. 70 tan 35 equals H. No, I'm not waiting because you should not be writing it down as I'm doing it. You should have already done it. Now, they've already substituted in the 49.01 that we found.
Shouldn't you have divided that though?
What?
Like times the 70 by the 35?
We did. No, you do 70. Well, we times both sides by 70. So it's 70 times tan 35. You can't do 70 times 35 because the 35 is degrees. The 70 is a measurement, a length. Okay? Alright, so we go down to here. Once again, they've taken out Julie's triangle. So here's Julie. Okay, 49.01 and 40. So we've got those. So what do? We label again. That's still theta. That is the adjacent. That is the opposite. So what formula are we using?
What?
What formula? Okay. Now we write down what we know. Theta is still theta. The adjacent equals 40 and the opposite equals 49.01. So now we substitute in tan theta equals opposite, which is 49.01 over 40. Okay, what do we put into our calculator? We don't put that in? You're all saying the -1, so I'm happy with that. 49.01 over 40 equals theta. Shift tan. 49.01 over 40 close brackets. There you go, 50.78. And was it to the nearest degree? Okay, so we're going to have theta equals 51 degrees.
My answer will be wrong.
Is that? Yeah, nearest degree. If you had 50.78, like I said, in your HSC, they will choose one question where they will check the rounding. Only one. Because realistically, that is not the maths we're checking in this particular question. Okay? The only reason we do it in all the examples is to get you used to doing it. But we're not checking to see if you can round in every question. Okay? The important part is being able to do that, the trick. Cool? So if you had 50.78 in your HSC, you're probably still going to get full marks. even though we've asked you to round. Okay, because they will only, because otherwise we're taking marks off you for, you've shown that you can do the maths, and now we're going to deduct marks because you didn't round? It just seems harsh.
I don't know how you made H the subject.
In this particular case, in the further one, okay, you've got H over 70. So how do we get rid of that? That's H divided by 70. So how do we undo a divided by? Cool. So the times goes over there and we get 70. So I've times both sides by 70. So I end up with 70, 10, 35. Cool? Excellent. Everyone happy with that second part?
Yeah.
Brilliant.